Hey, today we're diving into a super chilling case. Are you ready? Goodman got another call. It turns out the prosecution found the very first driver who passed by, and he actually saw Doria. Doria panicked, but Goodman stayed calm. Link cases, they had to speed up. Laura was the killer in Daniel's disappearance, easing the next case. Yet Doria's forged Paris trip and stolen car evidence, though useful, weren't enough. They needed more evidence that explicitly showed Laura was the killer, like at least finding one of Laura's personal items left in Daniel's car. What brought you here? What's the underlying motive behind all these actions? Goodman posed a pivotal question, eager to unveil the truth. What were you doing here? I mean, really, what's your game? Goodman felt uneasy and wanted to know more. What were you doing here? Come on, give me an explanation. He pressed repeatedly, hoping to crack him. What were you doing here? I suspect you're hiding something. Goodman was letting this one slide easily. Velik has been looking to deactivate it. The prosecution has no witnesses. He muttered, as if he uncovered a huge secret. What? No witnesses? And it's all ruse by Goodman. He just wants to force Doria to spill the beans. Goodman's goal was to make Doria unveil the truth, unaware that Doria was testing him right back. Doria already knew that the killer of Laura was Thomas. He knew that Thomas' wife was working at the hotel where it all went down, but he didn't trust Goodman until Goodman mentioned that. That truly made Doria trust in Goodman's professionalism and be willing to entrust his life entirely to him. Only then did Doria finally breathe a sigh of relief, as the pressure of the car accident case had been suffocating him and making it hard to breathe for quite some time. With Goodman's help, he believed he could clear his name. Trust built, he recalled secrets from the ride. When preparing to dispose of a body, he heard a noise from the trunk and found Daniel was fine. To protect himself, Doria sank Daniel and the car to the lake bottom. Now I see who you are, he thought. What a jerk, the teacher is going to eat me. I have to make a decision within a minute. This is the final deadline. Stop lying to me. Doria felt extremely anxious inside. You're a killer. Testing me again. Doria's heart raced. Goodman's anger rose. For Doria's actions, Goodman was furious but decided to keep his undefeated record intact. However, to help him clear his name, Doria had to cooperate fully. Unexpectedly, after Doria confessed, Goodman quickly overturned his previous words. He angrily pointed out the real killer of Daniel and Laura is Doria himself. He is the mastermind. In fact, when the accident happened, it was Laura who wanted to call the cops, but Doria stopped her. The one who broke the agreement was also Doria. Ever since the accident, Laura had anxiety due to unable to bear the guilt any longer. Laura finally disclosed the truth to the Thomas couple. She pretended to blackmail Doria, hoping to release her guilt. But when Doria learned of Laura's plan, he was furious, refusing to let anyone take away what he had. And Laura never anticipated that her once-loving partner would brutally kill her out of his own selfish motives. After killing Laura, Doria quickly staged the scene and even knocked himself out to complete all his plans. Facing Goodman's reversal, Doria wanted to use a photo to prove Thomas killed Laura. But Goodman quipped. While Thomas' wife worked at the hotel, she took a day off that day and wasn't even there. Now tell me, if you want my help to convince the judge he's not a killer, he has to admit it. He killed Laura. Stop right there. Goodman calmly suggested taking a 10-minute break to relax a bit. Before leaving, he reminded Doria everything was under his control. Watching Goodman so confidently ease through that moment, Doria's anxiety melted away. Just as Goodman left, Doria's phone rang. It was good news from his assistant. It turned out that they had found the driver who had passed by earlier and had successfully bribed him with a substantial sum of money. With no witnesses, Doria felt more at ease. However, a piercing sound suddenly erupted from the phone. It sounded as if the signal was blocked, and then the pen in Doria's arm suddenly burst open, revealing the biggest twist yet. Looking at the blank notebook left by Goodman, Doria seemed to suddenly realize everything. This was all Goodman's grand. He actually wanted Doria to confess that he killed Daniel and Laura. As his defense attorney, Doria couldn't understand why Goodman would do this. Then he opened the pen Goodman brought and found it was actually a hidden recorder. That means all the evidence admitting Doria was the killer had been recorded by Goodman. Was Goodman trying to blackmail Doria with the truth? But the truth wasn't so simple. When Doria slowly approached the window and gazed at the two figures in the room across, he suddenly had an epiphany and fully understood everything. It was indeed Daniel's father Thomas, along with Goodman. And then all the truth came to light. Goodman had been cozying up to Thomas' wife all along. The goal was to find evidence proving that Doria was indeed the one who killed their son. Actually, The argument Thomas' wife previously gave to Doria wasn't entirely false.